Daniel Craig, I just want to say one thing to you, sir. Thank you. So No Time to Die is the latest James Bond film. It is also the fifth and final film for Daniel Craig as the James Bond character. And in No Time to Die, we once again follow Bond as he is off of active duty and retirement until one thing puts him back in the game. And at the same time, not only is there a brand new 00 agent, but a brand new villain played by Armie Hammer is on the rise. Alrighty guys, so let's get into No Time to Die.
Excellent!
I cannot believe that we're finally here at the release of Daniel Craig's fifth and final film as the Bond character. I have loved what Daniel Craig has done as this character. Casino Royale is not only my favorite Bond film, but it is also one of my favorite films of all time. I was just really excited to see what Daniel Craig would do for his fifth and final Bond film, and especially knowing that Cary Fukunaga was directing this. I mean, if you haven't seen True Detective, guys, season 1, please watch it. It's some of the best TV that you'll ever see. I sat down waiting for this film. I was hyped as hell to see this, even though it was bittersweet knowing that this would be Daniel Craig's fifth and final Bond film. And I gotta say, guys, at the end of the film, walking out, No Time to Die is fucking awesome. Everybody crushes in this movie. From Daniel Craig, Léa Seydoux, Naomi Harris, Ben Whishaw, also Ray Fiennes, Jeffrey Wright, Rami Malek, Lashana Lynch, also Ana de Armas. Everybody in this movie is so damn good in this. Daniel Craig in this movie, I mean, Daniel Craig is an amazing Bond, and ever since I saw him in Casino Royale, I have loved his interpretation of the character. I have loved how Daniel Craig has brought this interpretation of the James Bond character. Even the James Bond films that haven't been as good as Casino Royale or Skyfall, like Spectre, which I thought was a mixed bag, or Quantum of Solace, which I thought was just okay, Daniel Craig still brought it to those movies. I actually think that No Time to Die might be his best performance as the Bond character. This is more than a fitting set-off. This was a phenomenal final performance for Daniel Craig. Léa Seydoux as Madeleine Swann. Now, obviously, I can't say a lot because spoilers, obviously, but I absolutely love the way how they go into her backstory in this movie. Let me tell you all, it goes into some directions that I was not expecting. Ben Whishaw as Q, I thought was also terrific. His comedic timing here is better than it ever has been. Naomi Harris as Moneypenny. Seeing the way how Bond interacts with Q and seeing the way that Bond interacts with Moneypenny, I love this relationship. And man, once again, I'm gonna say this word again, it's bittersweet knowing that this is the final time I'm seeing these three actors interacting with one another. Ana de Armas, man. Holy shit is Ana de Armas in this movie. Absolutely amazing. Ana de Armas doesn't have a lot of screen time in this movie, but man, when she is on screen, she kicks so much ass. And I didn't expect her character to be like the way it was in this movie. When you see her in this movie, I'm telling you guys right now, you will fall in love with her character. And honest to God, guys, if they make spin-offs with Ana de Armas, I'll be right there day one because she absolutely nails it. And not to mention, she's hilarious in this movie as well. I loved Lashana Lynch as the new 00 agent. And one thing I do want to talk about here really quick because this has been driving me crazy. A lot of people have been speculating whether she just knocked Daniel Craig off the sidelines. I can tell you all right now, that is not the case. Her and Daniel Craig in this movie kind of remind me of a little bit of a spy versus spy mechanic. You'll see what I mean here. But the way that she has this interplay with Daniel Craig's Bond, around the halfway point in this movie, the way that they take this character, I absolutely loved what they did with her. Rami Malek as the new Bond villain, I thought was incredible. Every time he is on screen, and I will say this much, when he's on screen, his presence, he is threatening as can be. And one thing that I absolutely about Rami Malek in this movie is that he's really not there as a physical threat. He is much more there as an emotional threat. And as that threat that will make you have your skin crawl. I'm a big fan of Cary Fukunaga. When I heard he was directing this movie, I was like, holy shit, this is gonna be amazing. And I gotta tell you all, Cary Fukunaga does such an amazing job in taking this movie where I think it definitely needs to go. When it came to the start of Daniel Craig's Bond films, Casino Royale was definitely more grounded in reality than anything else, and it just barely, I mean barely tiptoes in the gadget territory. Quantum of Solace definitely keeps that tone in there. Skyfall, I thought that Sam Mendes did a great job of balancing perfectly, by the way, past and future. And then when it came into Spectre, I think he tiptoed a little too far into the past. With No Time to Die, I thought that Cary Fukunaga goes back to more of the more grounded of Casino Royale, but still, he just barely dips his toes into the water of the past Bond films. He does it just the right amount, to which when it came to the action, which don't worry, I'll get into a little bit, and I cannot wait to see where Cary Fukunaga's career goes after this. No Time to Die, not only do I think this is probably the most emotional and the darkest Bond film since Casino Royale, but this might be the funniest Bond film in a long time. But when it came to the humor of No Time to Die, the humor never came at the compromise, the story, the human emotion, or even the more darker parts of this movie. One thing in particular that I absolutely loved, and I mean, holy shit, this was awesome, the action sequences in No Time to Die. I mean, oh my God, the action was absolutely incredible. The action of this film was exhilarating, it was visceral. Skyfall's action was absolutely amazing. This to me is right up there with Skyfall's action set pieces. Cary Fukunaga does an amazing job of not only staging and framing the action, but making it so easy to follow along no matter how much chaos is on screen in this movie. Going on to the cinematography, oh my God. No Time to Die cinematography is absolutely beautiful. I mean, holy shit, this is one amazing looking Bond film. And I still think that Skyfall is the best shot Bond film. Linus Sandgren's work, his cinematography on No Time to Die is so close to Roger Deakins' work on Skyfall. Like, it is that damn good. This movie explodes with colors. The way that Linus Sandgren and Cary Fukunaga work together, they shoot probably the most visceral looking Bond film to date. I mean, there are so many sequences where I was so blown away by the camera work alone in this movie. I unfortunately did not get to see this on an IMAX screen. I got tickets for my dad and I to go see it in IMAX this coming Sunday. This movie feels like an IMAX movie, or just like honestly the biggest screen that you can possibly find, because the way this movie is shot, the scale is so big, yet it feels so intimate with the cinematography. Going on to the score by Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer's work on No Time to Die is absolutely amazing. It's Hans fucking Zimmer working on a Bond film. There are certain things that you may expect from Hans Zimmer working on a Bond film. There are directions where Hans Zimmer takes his music where I was not expecting. Billie Eilish's theme from No Time to Die I thought was brilliant. It's probably the most emotional Bond theme since Skyfall. I'm gonna compare every Bond theme to Skyfall because in my eyes, Skyfall was the best Bond theme ever. And the sequence as well, the visuals going along with Billie Eilish's theme and her vocals in this theme are so good. I mean, there was a spot where I legitimately almost teared up. No Time to Die runs at just about 2 hours and 40 minutes, and that is a long Bond film. This movie is essentially an epic. There are times when you definitely feel the length, but I gotta tell you guys, even at the times where I felt the length, I was never bored during this movie whatsoever. No Time to Die's ending, or really more how it culminates everything. I'm not gonna say anything, I'm gonna do this instead. Well done. Well done.
Well, that's just fucking great!
There is only one issue that I have with this movie, but honestly, the issue is so minute that it doesn't detract my love for this movie. Rami Malek's villain. It's not that he isn't a bad villain, because Rami Malek is terrific in this movie, but he's just not in the movie all that much. I just wish he had more screen time because he was that freaking good.
And here we go.
So overall, not only is No Time to Die a phenomenal Bond film, but this is also a terrific and a more than worthy send-off for Daniel Craig's final outing as the Bond character. Seeing how Daniel Craig started off as Bond in Casino Royale and seeing how it all culminates in this movie, No Time to Die does a terrific job sending off Daniel Craig as James Bond. All in all, I absolutely loved No Time to Die. This is easily one of my favorite films of the year, and I am absolutely going to give No Time to Die a 5 out of 5 stars. I am so grateful that I got to see Daniel Craig in this role, and I cannot wait to see not only where he goes next, but man, what a hell of a ride it's been, man. So comment down below and let me know, out of all Daniel Craig's Bond films, which one is your favorite? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. I'm also on Snapchat, so if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links in the usernames in the description below. I hope you all enjoyed my review of No Time to Die. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell for whenever the latest video of mine goes live. If you guys want to see any of my previous 2 reviews, please click the right there or right there. And of course, until my next video or review, or until my next review of my Halloween Horror Reviews 2021, I'll see you all next time.